Welcome again, guys, to classes. So right now we are going to receive language arts, but before starting our class, let's pray. Dear Jesus in heaven, thank you again for the new day of life that you have given us. Today we ask you to help us to understand the topic, to comprehend all what we have to learn today. Be with us, continue by our side, because we ask all of this in the name of Jesus. Amen. Today, remember that always on Mondays, we learn the vocabulary words of the week. So right now we are going to start with reading vocabulary. And the first word of reading vocabulary that you are going to see in the story of this week is architect. Let's repeat after me, architect. What is an architect? Do you know what is an architect? Yes, right? Is a person who designs buildings and houses. This person also makes plans or drawings of the houses. Next word is bronze. Bronze. Bronze is a kind of material that is used to make many things. In here we can see a metal that is made of bronze. Cannon. Cannon. If you can see, this what we have in here is the cannon, and the cannon is a very big gun that is put on a base or wheels. Here you can see the wheels, and this is the cannon. Depressed. Depressed. How do you see this man's face? Do you think he is happy? No, right? How do you think he looks? Sad, low-spirited. So depressed is to be sad for something. Fashion. Fashion. This man that you see here fashioned this figure made of wood. So fashioned is the past tense. If you can see here, we have ed. That means that is an action and it's in past tense. Do you remember last week we were talking about that? Future, present, and past tense. So here we have fashioned with ed. That means that is the past tense of fashion. And fashion is a synonym of shape or form. So this man fashioned or shaped or formed a figure made of wood. Midst. Midst. Midst is to be in the middle of something. In this case, this diver is in the midst of the ocean or in the middle of the ocean. Philosopher. Philosopher. Here we have a man. What do you think is he doing? Thinking, right? This man is thinking about something. So a philosopher is a person who attempts or tries to discover the basic nature of knowledge or reality. A philosopher is a person that likes to think a lot of everything. Rival. Rival. Here you can see this is a game. By this side we have a red team and by this side we have a white team. They are rival. Why? Because they are trying to win the same game. They are fighting for something or competing for something. So that is a rival. Achieved. Achieved. Again, we can see a word with ed. That means that is a verb in past tense. This word achieved is the past tense of achieve. And what is achieve? Look at these girls. They are sad or happy? Happy, right? What do they have? A trophy. And that is because they won the game. So they are happy because they achieved their goal of winning the game. So when you achieve something, it's because you fulfill that thing. For example, if you say, I want to get 100% in math test. And if you get it, if you do that a reality, you achieved your goal. Okay? Or for example, if you say, I want to be a doctor. If you accomplish that, if you bring that to reality, to be a doctor, you achieve your goal of being a doctor or your purpose of being a doctor. These ones are the reading vocabulary words of this week. Now we are going to learning destination, page 84. Here you have the same words: achieve, architect, bronze, canon, depressed, fashion, myths, philosopher, rival. Remember that achieve is to fulfill something, to bring to reality something that you have purposed yourself. Architect, a person who designs and makes plans for buildings. Bronze, a kind of material, a dark yellow material. Cannon is a very big gun. Depressed, to be sad. Fashion is another word to say shape or form, meets in the middle of something. Philosopher, a person who likes to think a lot, to reflect on things, or to discover the basic nature of knowledge and reality. And rival is a person who wants or tries to get the same thing as another one. Okay? Also, guys, you can find, remember, all these words in your glossary. So perfectly you can go at the end of your book, look for the glossary and look for each of the words for you to answer here correctly. So there is no excuse for you to get back this part of here. Why? Because you can. You have two ways. You can see again the flashcards that I showed to you in this video, or you can go to the glossary and to look for the definitions of each word. Then in this part, you have to choose the word from the box that best fits in each sentence. Here we have sentences and you have to complete the sentences with one of these words. Okay? And now I need you to stop the video and do this page, because we are going to continue with the spelling vocabulary. But first, I need you to answer this, because this page is from the first words that we saw already. Okay, did you do it? So, let's continue with spelling vocabulary. In spelling vocabulary today, we are going to learn about compound words. And I know that you already know this. I know that you have seen this in years before, 4th grade, 3rd grade, 2nd grade, even in Spanish with Michayito. Compound words, let's see by here, are two words that are put together and they make a new word with a different meaning. And here we have some examples. Here we have a tea, and by here we have a pot. This is one thing, and this is another thing. Tea and pot. But sometimes we join or put together two words to form a new word. For example, if we join tea and pot, we are going to have teapot. That is this of here. It's not this, it's not this. Individually, tea is this, pot is this. But when we put them together, we have a new one with a different meaning. Teapot. That is this of here. So, all the words that we are going to see right now are compound words. So let's see the first one. Looking here. Waterproof. Water is the liquid that we drink, and proof is a test that you do to something. But when we join waterproof, we are describing something that you can immerse in water and it's not going to happen anything with that. For example, in here we have a cell phone. What happens if you put your cell phone, the majority of cell phones, inside water? Or watches inside water? They are going to be damaged, right? But when something is waterproof, that means that it had been made for resisting water. Looking here the sentence, my new cell phone is waterproof. That means that you can put inside water or immerse your cell phone into water and nothing is going to happen to your cell phone because it's waterproof. Next one. Teaspoon. Teaspoon. Here we have what is a teaspoon. Is this one up here. Put 1 teaspoon of salt in the bowl. Have you seen in the kitchen you have many tablespoon, teaspoon. So teaspoons are the little ones. With 3 of those, we make one of the big ones. So 3 teaspoons are going to be, or to make, 1 tablespoon. So teaspoons generally are used to put sugar into tea. Okay, so it's the little one. That one is a teaspoon. What is this animal? A grasshopper. A grasshopper flew out of the grass. Do you remember the fable, the grasshopper, the ant and the grasshopper? Okay, so this is that animal that didn't want to work in the fable of the ant and the grasshopper. Homesick. What is homesick? Let's divide the word. Remember that these ones are compound words. Home, you already know that is your house, and sick, when you are sick, when you have an illness. So what is homesick? A home that is sick? No, it's a different meaning. Remember, when we put together the words, they make a different meaning. Homesick, looking here, this woman is homesick. I feel homesick for my mother. That means she is missing her house. She is missing her family. Maybe she is living in another place and she's missing her family. For example, some of you, because of this pandemic, are in another house and your mom in another place. So maybe you feel homesick because you miss your home and also your parents. Barefoot. Barefoot. What do you see here? Someone walking on the sand, but in what way is this person walking? With shoes or without shoes? Without shoes, right? So let's see the sentence. I like to walk barefoot through the sand. Barefoot means not using shoes, without shoes. Okay, so sometimes it is delicious to be barefoot at home, right? Next one. Courthouse. Courthouse. A courthouse is a place in which justice is practiced. For example, when there is a crime and someone is accused for that crime, that person is brought to a courthouse. And in there, they are going to decide if that person is innocent or guilty. So let's see the sentence. My uncle works in the courthouse. He is a lawyer. A lawyer is the person who helps other ones to accuse or to defend someone else. Next word, earthquake. Earthquake. So again, remember that all of these words are compound words. By here we have earth. You already know what is earth. A quake means a movement. So what is earthquake? The movement of the earth. When this one happens, streets are destroyed, houses and buildings are falling up, down. So let's see the sentence. California had a huge earthquake. It's a natural disaster, earthquake. Let's continue with the next one. Rowboat. A row is a line and a boat is something that you use to navigate or to go in the ocean. So what is a rowboat? Let's see the picture. This kind of boat is a rowboat. Why? Because you sit like in a row, one behind the other one. Okay? Rowboat. Raul goes fishing in his rowboat. Next one is scrapbook. Here we have scrap and book. So what is a scrapbook? It's a kind of special book in which you paste photographies and also you write descriptions of those photographies. It's not an album. It's very alike to an album, but in this you have descriptions. I am preparing a scrapbook about my vacations. So this is a very original scrapbook, very decorated, and it has pictures and also descriptions. Let's continue with the next word. Countryside. Let's repeat after me, countryside. And what is countryside? Look in this picture. Here we have a place that is not like Tegucigalpa because it doesn't have buildings, malls, and traffic, many streets. So we We can see lakes, mountains, field, a farm. So a countryside is the opposite of a city or a rural place. I like the sunset over the countryside. This place is a countryside. Next one, lightweight. Lightweight. Light is something not heavy, and weight is related with pounds and the weight of something. So lightweight means without weight. This feather is lightweight, or feathers are lightweight. Why? Because they are not heavy, they are very light. Lightweight, something that is not heavy. And by here we have another one, fish hook. Fish hook. What is, you already know what is fish. And hook is like a something used to hold something else. So looking here, this is a hook. But fish hook, this one is what is used to fish. In here, fishermen place a worm to attract and to catch fish. Maya caught a pike on her fish hook. This is a fish hook. Next one, spotlight. Spotlight. What is a spotlight? Is the spotlight, let's see the sentence, the spotlight shone on the movie stars. The spotlight is the special light that is on the stage pointing out to the person who is singing or the person who is acting or performing something on the stage. So these ones are the spotlight. Next one, blindfold. Blindfold. Blindfold is what this girl is using here to break the piñata or to hit the piñata. Look the sentence. She is wearing a blindfold, to hit the piñata. Some people use blindfold to sleep because the light of the room disturbs them, so they prefer to use this kind of blindfold to cover their eyes and to sleep better. Whirlpool. Whirlpool. What do you see here? Water, right? But in here, what do you see? Like a current of water in circle, right? And this is very dangerous. If you are swimming near here, you can die if you are caught by this current. So whirlpool is a current of water in circles. Looking here the sentence, the flood water created a small whirlpool. Where do you see this whirlpool in your house? In what place can you see this? Every day. In the bathroom, right? When you go to the bathroom and you down the lever, or you lower the lever to wash the bath. So that is, you can see in there a little whirlpool when water is going by the tubes. And Now, guys, here we have another one, tablespoon. Tablespoon. Remember that we saw already teaspoon. That is the little one, the smallest one. And I told you that 3 teaspoons are going to make 1 tablespoon. So let's see the picture. Looking here, this one is teaspoon and this one is tablespoon. 3 of these ones make 1 of these. Dad uses a tablespoon to drink his soup. Okay, so the big one is tablespoon and the little one teaspoon. Another one, greenhouse. What is a greenhouse? Do you think it's a house that is green? Yes? Okay, remember that compound words, when they are joined, they make a different word. So it's not a house that is green. It's a special place like the one that you have in here, look, for plants to grow. Inside of them, people take care of some plants until they grow and they are sold or they are planted in another place. I love to grow flowers in my greenhouse. This one is a greenhouse. Okay? Postcard. Postcard. You already know what is a card and a post. So, but together, post and card, what is it? Is this what that you have in here or you see here? This is not used too much nowadays because now we use social networks, Facebook, WhatsApp, to send messages to other people. But before social networks existed, people were used to send cards or letters to someone else. And postcards were small cards that people were used to write to someone else. By one side, they could write, and by the other side, for example, if they were in London, there was a picture about London. So that person wrote to someone else about the trip that they were doing in London. This one is a postcard. I sent a postcard to my grandma from London. Hummingbird. Hummingbird. What is a hummingbird? By here we can see a word that we know, bird. Maybe you do not know what is humming, but bird, you already know what is bird. So it has to be something related with birds, right? So let's see what is a hummingbird. Have you seen this kind of birds? Their beak is very large, long, and their wings are very fast. If you see them flying, it appears that they never stop because they fly their wings are moved very, very fast. That is hum, something that moves very fast. And bird is a bird, this kind of bird. So a hummingbird is this kind of birds with this big beak for they to be used to extract the nectar from the flowers. I saw a hummingbird flying around my garden. How do you see this in Spanish? Don't translate, but just for you to know, that bird that we call colibri is this one, hummingbird. This is the name in English. And now, guys, the other word, tom-tam. Tom is this, tag is a little thing that you use to hold something. Look at the picture in here. These ones are thumbtacks. Thumbtack. This is a thumbtack. All these ones. She needs a thumbtack to hang her painting. So these ones are used in bulletins, right? To hang some papers on the bulletin. And now, guys, here we have learning destination page 86 and 90. Page 86 and 90 are the homework that you have in the spelling vocabulary. Both of them are related with the spelling vocabulary. So remember that in this page, I will help you with some of the words. And you have to complete this page. And this one is something really easy for you. I know that you can do this one in 2 minutes because it's too easy. So do these two and with the other one that was of reading. And I'm going to help you with some of these words. So let's see. The first part of page 86, compound words, says, let's read the directions. Complete the sentence. Write the least word that best completes the sentence. Number 1. Do you know that 3 teaspoons equal 1 what? Do you remember I was explaining you? With 3 teaspoons, the little ones, we make 1 what? 1 tablespoon. Excellent. So here we have tablespoon. We come and cross the word because we already used it. And number 1 is tablespoon. Remember, 3 teaspoons make 1 tablespoon. The other word that I'm going to help you with is number 4. In number 4 we have, so let's see number 4. When you're away for a while, it is common to feel how? If you are away from your house and you miss your house, how do you feel? Homesick. Excellent. You feel homesick. So let's see. Where do we have the word homesick for we to cross it? Homesick. So number 4 is homesick. When you are away from a while, it is common to feel homesick. Number 5. Let's read number 5. The home from its rapidly beating wings. Remember that I told you this part of the word home refers to the rapid movement or the fast movement of the wings of a bird. How do you call that bird? Hummingbird. Here we have it. So let's cross the word hummingbird and let's write it in here. Hummingbird. Now let's do number 8. I'm going to help you with number 8. So let's read sentence number 8. The circle of light on the stage was from the... Do you remember when you are on the stage and the lights that point out to you, make a circle light? Those are called what? Spotlight. Excellent. Spotlight. So let's cross the word in the list of words. Here we have it. Spotlight. Okay. And the last one that I'm going to help you in this part is number 10. In number 10 we have, let's read the sentence. The was full of all news clippings and photos. Do you remember what is that? It's a special book. How do you call that book? The was full of all news clippings and photos with descriptions. The scrapbook. Excellent. The scrapbook. So let's cross scrapbook and let's write it in here. Okay, now it's your turn. Stop the video and finish number 2, number 3, 6, 7, and 9. Okay, when you finish this part, we can go down in the same page to solve the other part. Definitions. So let's see or read the instructions first. Answer each clue with a list word. Write it on the line. So here we have clues of words. Number 1. I'm going to help you with number 1. Hills, trees, and lakes. What place is this in which you are going to find hills or mountains, trees, and lakes that is different from the city? A, countryside. Excellent, countryside. So let's cross countryside and let's write the word in here, countryside. Number 2. I'm going to help you with number 2. Number 2 says not heavy at all. Something that is not heavy is lightweight. Lightweight. Excellent, lightweight. Then I'm going to help you with number 4. So let's go to number 4. Hang something with it. Hang something with it. For example, if you need to paste something on the bulletin, you can use masking tape or you can use to paste the page. What can you use? A thumbtack. Thumbtack. Excellent. A thumbtack. So let's write it in there. Thumbtack. Number 7. Boat with oars. Boat with oars. Do you remember what kind of boat was that? Did you see the flashcards? It's a rowboat. A rowboat. So let's answer in there, rowboat. And the last that I'm going to help you is number 10. Circling water. Circling water. When the water is running but in circles, in a current in circles, that it's called whirlpool. Excellent. Whirlpool. So let's cross the word and let's write it in here. So now guys, you have to complete the other ones. So stop the video and do this or complete this page. Did you do it? Okay, so this is all for today. Remember to send me the 3 pages for language arts today. Always check your homework sheet, guys. Always check that you are sending me all the pages that I asked you to send me. And also, sometimes it's not only from the book. Sometimes we have other homework extra from the books. So please be careful with that. And remember, guys, to enjoy every moment of your life. Blessings and have a nice day.